check. Yo. Yo, yo. All right. I don't know who's here or not because I can't see. Oh, hey. I'm not getting any comments popping up, so that's weird. If you guys are sending me comments, I can't see them, so let me try to... I might have to go on my phone. Hold on. Anyone save. Okay, now you guys should be able to talk. Hi. Okay, my bad. Hello, everybody. Sorry, it's been a second. It's been a minute. I ended up getting a new camera. Hold on. So this was a pretty big deal for me. I ended up getting a Sony A7, which is like low-key a dream camera, but I was like, I don't know if I should do this or not. I drive a Ford Focus. I'm not really big on spending money. I really don't care about money. But this thing is going to be giving you guys some legit content, so I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah. All right. I'll probably break it. What's everybody up to? You teach me so much about the military. I appreciate you. Greetings from Finland. Lieutenant? Eating lunch and probably should be doing something. Hey, I appreciate you, Lieutenant. So I tried to get a Canon camera. I got scammed out of $1,700. So I wanted the Canon D90. And that camera is like legit impossible to buy. And on Walmart, I went to buy it on Walmart and it ended up being a scam website. So they took $1,700. So now I'm trying to figure that out. But whatever. It's just funny at this point. Getting ready for the Bills game. Phil, are you in upstate New York? Shout out Malaysia. That camera was $2,000. And I feel like my whole body melted when they said that. I was like, that's probably the biggest purchase I've ever made, maybe in my life, besides getting a car for the first time. As you guys notice, I wear the same shirt in every video. I'm not that big on like materialistic things and all that. Shout out Buffalo. I'm from upstate myself. Yeah, Walmart. Come on, Walmart. Let's go. Do you know the fattest person to join the military? Yeah, I do. He watches my videos. The word fat, I think, is a weird... It's a hard thing to describe because the Army will say you're fat, but you're not. It's hard to even explain that. Like, you can have a skinny neck and be fat, but you can have a fat neck and be skinny. It's weird. It's stupid. You should have used Best Buy. Yeah, so Best Buy, I'll show you the camera I wanted to get. Let me see. Does that work? Okay, here we go. The camera I wanted to get is sold out worldwide. Hold on. It's like the best camera you can get for what I want to do for you guys, like do vlogging and all that. Yeah, they don't have that. I'm being a soldier for Halloween. Awesome. Bro, you can't watch anime. Yo, okay, so do you guys want to analyze the comment? This dude said I can't watch anime. First off, I never even implied I watched anime, which is even more funny. All right. Community tab. All right, this is on my most recent post. A military vet who watches anime? Holy crap, I've seen it all. This is who's put in charge of protecting us people. I'm not in charge of anything. But in his off time, he's watching Naruto chase and kill Chazaro. What? What in these F word? We need men protecting us, not children. That's a fair statement. Allow felons in the army. I'd feel much better. This dude probably thinks he's playing COD or some crap when he's under attack. That is true. What's up, General? What's up, crazy boy? Yeah, grandmother. Her funeral is in next week. It's not a funeral because she was cremated, so they're doing like a remembrance ceremony. No, I'm almost positive this guy was trolling, but I get this comment a lot, actually, or I see it on other people's comments where, like, a soldier has to look like somebody or something. It's just funny. It literally didn't bother me, but it was just hilarious because have you guys ever seen these things? Yo, shout out Fort Campbell, John. I've been going to this Asian market, and they got, like, all these random sodas. And I just like the artwork on it. I've always liked Dragon Ball Z. And this dude comes at me. You should watch a Nico Ortiz video. Shout out Nico. We have a lot of the same friends. I'm running low on testosterone. Will join the military raise it? Probably not. It'll actually maybe lower it. Shout out California. Angry Cop said that a bunch of his soldiers he knows like anime. Dude, it's like the thing about anime is like a lot of soldiers, well, back in my day, I don't know how old all you guys are. I'm 28. So after you came back from school, you watched like Dragon Ball Z, you watched Toonami on Cartoon Network. So a lot of my generation of soldiers, they all watch the old school anime and stuff like that. Shout out Chris, Airborne, sucks. T-SPLY, if you were going to make an OnlyFans, how much would you say you get? What do you mean? How much would I charge? I swear, every live has a collab with Nico. Yeah, come on, Nico, if you're watching this, let's collab, dude. Just so people will stop asking me. I have a better chance of collabing with Fat Electrician or Preston Stewart, who are like my actual really close friends. I talk to them like all the time. I've never talked to Nico, but again, we have a lot of mutual friends. No, air assault sucks. If you were going into the military again, what position would you choose? I'd go infantry. I would not be a combat engineer again, that's for sure. Marcus, I'm so sorry about your grandmother. I appreciate you. Thoughts on the ADF? Not sure what you mean by that. Hey, also, guys, I make a lot of these type of like reaction videos and tactical videos over here. I'm going to pin the comment. I'm sure most of you guys are following it, which I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go subscribe to this channel. This channel is where it's at. What about a collab with Angry Cops? I don't think that would ever happen. Angry Cops, first off, is like the busiest person ever. I've been a fan since Angry Cops when I was in the Army. He's actually one of my inspirations to be like, man, I'd love to do this. I don't know if we'd ever collab. I don't think we make the same content. He like reacts to memes and he does a lot of skits. I don't really do too much of that. Wish you released more epic content. Don't worry. It's coming. I promise you. Shout out Rakasans. The Pakistani army? Don't know anything about it. Hey, Spy, you remember me from last stream? I doubt it. Yes, I do. Weren't you going to collab with Preston for a Discord? Yeah, Preston Stewart, this guy. He's probably going to hop on this and be like, why are you watching my stuff? My best friend, Preston. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a collab. I love him. He's like one of my favorite people in like real life. Hi. Do a collab with the Taliban? I'd love to talk to them and be like, okay, so what's up? Apparently they're pretty open now to talking to the press. Actually, this guy, Bald and Bankrupt, just went to Afghanistan. This video is insane. Visiting the world's most dangerous country, AF. I would go check out Bald and Bankrupt. It's funny I'm even shouting him out because he's so much bigger than my account. But this video is so funny. I mean, like, the Taliban are literally just talking to him like, hey, how you doing? What's up, bro? B1 Kenobi? Changed my name. I appreciate you. What's up, bro? What's your opinion, the most unreliable gun in existence? The original M16 in Vietnam. I mean, there were horror stories on that thing. Preston has added me on Discord. Smart man. I think it's because we're all cool with Ricky. Thoughts on the Australian army? Underrated. The L98. Yeah, I've heard some bad things. It's called tourism in Taliban, Afghanistan. Yeah, a lot of great tourism over there. He needed to get like a sign-off piece of paper saying, do not mess with this white guy. What about the Luddy? Also pretty unreliable, or the Ludi, made by a British man. Come on, Brits. I'm sub. I'm a fan at least. I think I'm sub. If not, I will. I appreciate you. T-SPLY, create an OnlyFans and buy the camera. I mean, I do have a membership. Yeah, 250,000. That's wild. Subscribers don't really mean that much on YouTube, it turns out, to be honest with you. What really matters is just like getting your views and getting content out there. I think I'm pretty happy, I guess, to have subscribers, but most of you guys know that my award is like under my desk. I don't even care. There's like people who die for that award. I'm like, yeah, mine's like stuff under all my mail right now. The hotels are cheap and the good air conditioned. Shout out to the British Army cadets. I want to do a full-on video with that. Talking about that. 6-pistol shotgun. How about a collaboration with Nico? Who does the different military branches? At this point, I say we just all go to Nico's page and just troll him and be like, do a collab with T-SPLY. Which, again, I don't even think we do the same thing. I think he's more into the gamer meme, like that type of reaction. And also, like, it makes more sense for him to make a video with angry cops. Are you friends with Giga Chad? Definitely. Do you miss being active duty? No and yes. I'm very lucky. Most of us all got out of the army together, my like whole platoon, and we all live next to each other, so I don't really have to join the army to do that. The only thing I miss about the army is like accomplishing goals you didn't think you're gonna do. I was thinking of getting some info of my cadet friends. I'm just confused on the cadets because some kids join at 16 in the actual army and then some kids go to cadets. Why is that? I don't know who Artur is. My least favorite gun in existence? Probably like, I don't like Rugers. No offense to Ruger if you're watching this. Not a fan of that. Any tips on going through basic? I think I have a video on that. Yeah, right here. Go to my main account and look up how to get promoted in U.S. Army basic training. One of my TikTok followers actually said this video is one of the main reasons he got promoted. So go check that out. Basic training is easy, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Do you still enjoy entire tubs of potato salad? I haven't downed an entire tub of potato salad in so long. Yeah, tips on basic training, finish it. Basic training is such a minuscule part of your army career. It's like literally almost nothing. What happens if you're BMT honor grad? You'll get an award. Okay, so like our honor grad, the guy who shot the best. So for people who don't know, in basic training, you get these awards for like the best shot, the best physical fitness scores. Nobody cares. Like, oh wow, you shot expert with an ACOG scope. Like, it doesn't matter. What's the most hated MRE and why'd you hate it? Pork sausage and gravy. It's probably the worst because even like you usually get it when it's cold and it tastes like soap. Where is it? Like that's not what it looks like, but it's definitely a lot more. I mean, Stevie makes it look like it's good. Stevie MRE, it's not. It tastes like you know what. Who's your best friend? You guys. I actually don't have a lot of friends. I like talking to you guys. Tip: don't be afraid of heights. Yes. Egg MRE for the win. Blah. What's the hardest thing in the army? Not fighting back against your leadership. My favorite gun in existence, probably the 50 cal. The Beretta 50 cal. Or the actual M2 50 cal. Just because it has such historical background in World War I till today, it's still effective. Okay, got it, Gregor. Have you tried the pizza MRE? I have not. That is one MRE I have not tried. I had the opportunity to like go out of my way and make a video about it, but I'm like, it's fine. Everybody just says it's actually very overrated. I'm your friend. Yes, Chris is my airborne friend. Sometimes he's my enemy on Call of Duty, though. Is it true that infantrymen don't carry pistols? A lot of it is dependent on your rank and scenarios. Like a lot of the guys deployed on the Mexican border, they don't have weapons. They have like pistols or rifles. Have you been inside a tank? I've been inside a troop carrier, which is not a tank, is a tank. That experience sucked. Do you still suffer back pain from the army? Hell yeah, I got to go to the doctor visit. I have doctor visits for it. Apparently, baseball sliding down a hill with a Bangalore is not a good idea. Actually, the back pain thing really has been a massive factor in my life and affects people around me. If I don't work out in a 3-day period, my back will just like destroy me and I'll be like crippled. So every single day at night, I have to go on like either a 1 to 2 mile walk. Every single day I do that. If I don't, the next day I'll have to like double up on it. Have I been in a fighter plane? No, just helicopters. Ever been to an Asian country? I'd love to go to Thailand. Have you met somebody that got sent to the border? Yes, no comment though. I don't want to talk about the border mission. I got in trouble for talking about that mission on TikTok and that whole thing was crazy. Have I seen a combat drone? Yes, I have. What's the best company? Well, right now, Twitter might be the best if Elon is running it. Do you get compensated for back pain? Yeah, I did go to the VA for it. Speaking about tanks, have you tried making a video about the comical amount of tank ammunition types? Like, no, I have not. That's more a video for, like, history, like, technical history type people, like Preston Stewart. What's up, Lone Wolf? Have you been to Finland? I'd love to go there. It's a little too close to a problematic country right now, but I'd still like to go. Went hunting today. Good old Texas, saw nothing, but then I almost hit one in my truck. Was it a hog? Yeah, the best company is T-SPLY. Have you ever been inside an aircraft carrier? Actually, I have. I dated a girl in the Navy, and she worked on an aircraft carrier. I got to walk amongst the hallways. Imagine talking back to your drill sergeant. I hope that's not my drill sergeant because that happened. So I had the tallest drill sergeant in the Army, literally. So he was like really scary. And there was one kid who talked back to him, and I thought he was going to like pick him up with his pinky and toss him out the window. 07, former 101 guy, 327. I see you. I was a Rakasan. T-SPLY, can we all be invited to your Thanksgiving dinner? I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving. I like am so bad at planning. I plan for like the day and maybe tomorrow. Like this live stream was like a last second thing. Do you have a girlfriend? Yeah, technically. My favorite chopper? It doesn't exist anymore, but the Kiowa. What happens if you talk back to a drill sergeant? Bro, you should join the Army and talk back to a drill sergeant. You'll be disintegrated. Thoughts on A10 Freedom Maker? I think the A10 will become obsolete faster than we think. I think they will put it out of commission in 2050, but I think it'll go out of commission a little earlier than that. I think it's more of a terror weapon. It's an effective weapon, but I think it scares people more than like the effective rate of it. Yeah, but British food is sad. Yeah, it is. I am right now in military. Nice. What's the worst thing about the army? Having incompetent leaders by far is the dumbest thing ever. That's one of the biggest reasons why I got out and I didn't go on our deployment, was because I was like, dude, these guys don't know what they're doing. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate you, crazy boy. I will always donate. There will not be, I don't know if I'm not going to say not going to be, but Minecraft, like, that's just not me. Everything I do, I try not to put on a fake presence on the internet, and I'm just not into Minecraft. I just got to be honest with you. Do you like the Glock? I like the Glock. I think it's the best self-defense pistol, but I think it's the worst pistol for new shooters. I think because it has only a trigger safety. Army dating Navy. That sounds like an Article 15. Before she joined the Navy, we were dating. Hi, T-SPLY. It's Eric watching from Kenya. If you were to join another branch, which would it be? Probably the Navy. That was going to be my original branch, actually. My view on the Russia-Ukraine war, I think all the civilians are getting screwed over on that war. I think it's going to take a long time for, like, Russian civilians to recover their name. Not like they have nothing to do with it, but they're the ones suffering the most, and they have nothing to do with it. Can dual citizenship join the U.S. Army? Yeah, if you're an American citizen. What's your Call of Duty username? I have no idea. What's your scariest military deployment? The scariest military deployment? JRTC, Louisiana, for the 5th time. When I'm 18 or 19, I'm going to get my FFL. Which game is the most realistic? Huh. Probably Arma, only because we used Arma in the Army for training. What were you going to do before deciding to join the Army? I was going to go to nursing school. I was actually a nursing assistant before the Army. There is a picture out there somewhere with me in scrubs. Glock 17. Did you ever do parades? Yes, I did a lot of them, and no, I hated it. I'll never forget, we were told in basic training, you know, you'll hardly do, it's called drill and ceremony. Bro, week 1 in the 101st, terrible. I hate doing drill and ceremony. I think it's the dumbest part of being in the military. Because you're doing it for show and to make it seem like what you're doing is way bigger. Like, dude, it's ridiculous. I understand, though, it's tradition, but they make you pay to clean your uniforms and to, like, wax and do your boots. It's terrible. Do you think a bow would be useful? Yeah, bows are useful. Holy crap. $50 donation by T-Cubed. Always enjoy watching your content, 07. I appreciate you. That is a very big donation. You do not have to donate. But thank you. That does help me out a lot. It actually does a lot, so I appreciate you. I will continue to make the best content I can for you guys on all 3 channels. And maybe I'll make a 4th channel just to prove my point. I hate drill as well, but I always mess up march on. Yo, there's something out there called the monster mash where you walk forward with your left foot and your left arm at the same time. I monster mash so hard. Wait, I'm banned from doing it. Yeah, you are, Chris. I enjoy your content, but I got no money. Yeah, that's fine. The biggest compliment to me is if you comment and say, I appreciate this, or if you say you hate it and I can use it as feedback. Leak all the Delta Force people. Never. I worked with a Delta Force guy. He was my boss. What's the weirdest thing you saw someone do on a base? I'm not going to say, because if I say it, there was a news article about it, and I don't want to rat on anybody. I still have E4 Mafia ties, so I'll just say the second weirdest thing. Somebody peeing in public and the cops rolling up on them and getting arrested. I am telling me age. I was deployed in West Germany. That is awesome, though. I give you credit. What's your opinion on people, on now the U.S. military being all over Europe? Because I forget what the number is. I think it was like 1 million service members deployed to Germany and Europe during the Cold War. My favorite tank currently, I'm an Abrams fan. Would you ever go SF? Bro, I wish, if I was to ever go back into the Army, I would go straight to SF, or I'd do a train up to go to SF 100%. I got to train with SF, work with SF. They're the coolest dudes ever. Also, nowadays, you literally have like, training guides and SF dudes telling you exactly what to do. So you have all the tools to get in now. What happens if the U.S. gets involved in Ukraine-Russia war? They are involved. I don't know where you've been. Stormtrooper, this is nothing new. The United States has been fighting Russia in these proxy wars since the Vietnam War. My favorite food pack? If you're talking about an MRE, shredded beef, bro. Not a sponsor. Imagine getting sponsored by MREs. I have a really good product for you. It'll clog your stomach. Did you shave? Heck no. What's up, Black Sheep? One of my mods. Can I? There you go. My favorite state? Oh, it depends what you mean by favorite. The best food in the world I've been to, the best food I ever had in the United States is in New York City. I travel a lot. The best food's New York City, but it's the worst to get into New York City. It's hard to say. The best state. Every state. I like Texas. I like all the states. I'm not a big fan of California, though. I like Northern California, but SF folks are awesome. They train an Iraqi recon platoon on our little FOB, McHenry. That's their job. I got to do weapons training with the SF guys before they were going out to deploy. And it was like a little, what's the word? It was like their train up to train other people. Check your Insta messages. I am hardly on Instagram, but I will give it a look. Have you been to Wisconsin? I have not, but I have a close friend who lives there. Does the military use the Gurkha soldiers like the UK? Yeah, it's called the Marines. I think the closest to our Gurkhas are the Marines. I don't know. Is there a fork-spoon combo now? What are you talking about? Like a spork? Hold on. That is bull. You talking about like this? I may or may not have found old photos of you. I'm all over the internet. What up? Drop it in to say good job and keep it up, man. Love the content. Yo, Jacob Smith. Shout out to you, dude. I appreciate you. Why isn't Kentucky your favorite? How dare you? Kentucky is awesome. We used to go to a shooting range all the time. I do go camping out in Kentucky. I will say that. Thoughts on Robert O'Neill? I think Robert O'Neill is, first off, I think he's a cool dude. For people who don't know, Robert O'Neill is the Navy SEAL who, quote unquote, shot Osama bin Laden. Oh, the original screen? I'm not sure. I think that was just somebody using a spork. Robert O'Neill kind of is not liked by the SEAL community because he's giving, like, he's just like using the Osama raid for clout. I'm indifferent about it. I think he's probably a good dude. And he got screwed over by the Navy, so that's why I don't think he cares. Like, he didn't get any retirement or disability, so yeah. I think that's, I see both sides of the coin. I think he was really angry at the Navy. I was angry at the Army, so you do what you got to do to make income. Just came in. Why are y'all looking at sporks? Well, there's a little bit of controversy out here. We don't know if there's a spork in the MRE. I don't think so, though. Is SF really that hard to get into? I'm just gonna say yes and leave it at that. Theodore, have you ever read classified documents? I don't know. Last question. What do you think of the USAF security forces? I'm considering it. Well, it's military police. I don't know if Chris is still in here. I think it's a very hit or miss job. It's either a great job or it's a crappy job, just like anything. It's ridiculous to get an SF. Tactical Spork incoming. I have a buddy who went to selection, and he'll talk about it. And I might have a Special Forces guy come on here and talk about it. I'll leave it at that. What's your favorite fighter jet in the U.S. Army? I don't think the Army has any fighter jets, but I get your question. F-22. F-22, and I also like the F-16, but they seem to be not a thing anymore, really. If you'd something slick, I'd suggest TACP for the Air Force. Anything special operations and Air Force is like ridiculously tough. Did you know anyone that used steroids? Guys, I'm not ratting anybody out, all right? Well, in the Army, we call it military police. It's a good job most days. Okay. F-22 is the GOAT. It literally is the GOAT. Why not the F-35? It has some issues, and I think the F-22 you can do a little bit more than the F-35. Did you ever play War Thunder with the Air Force friend? Mikey? Yeah. Would you ever be a PJ? I am not tough enough or good enough to be a PJ. They have like a 2-year pipeline. I don't... Come on, guys. I get bored and pissed off after 3 days. T-SPLY, can you join my Discord? It's in description, please. I'd like to talk about the British Army cadets. You can join my Discord. It's just like I have a bunch of things going on. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not that I wouldn't want to, but I don't want to be a part of something that I'm not really going to be involved in. I don't want to be a fake friend. The best way to talk to me is right now. So if you have a question, there you go. I try to be as real as possible with you guys and give you the most personal experience I can. Do you know any Marines? Yes. Yeah, interrogate me. And if I'm missing your comments, I apologize. I keep asking until you're answering on singing Giga Chat theme song. I don't know what the theme song is. I'd play it on here, but I don't want to get copyright. Yo, that's me. What the heck? Make sure you guys subscribe to my pinned comment. Old Sarge, the tanker himself. Anybody have any tank questions? Address Old Sarge. Marine EOD or Navy EOD? EOD is EOD, bro. But I think Navy EOD is considered special operations. I don't know why, but... Does the military care about the SAT and ACT scores if you're going to college? Yeah. Would you ever go 68 whiskey? Hell no, that job sucks. That's one of the hardest jobs. I would never do that. Shout out Northern Germany. Are you a Canadian lizard person? I have Canadian family. The best military school you went to? Learning how to use radioactive munitions. Was Preston in the Army? I hope, otherwise he's stolen valor. 68 whiskey is a solid... Oh yeah, everybody, Black Sheep Soldier. He was a former recruiter. I hope you're having a good day from Vegas. What is it? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Shout out. Hey, have you been to the pawn shop in Las Vegas? Sarge, what's your favorite ammunition? Yeah, you can call me T. I've never been called Mark in my whole life, ever. Mate, what is the hardest army training in the world? Anything PowerPoint related. What's it called? Black Sheep. Is it called Counterterrorism 1, I think? Did you ever go to Ranger School? No, we tried to go to Ranger School, but ISIS was around, so they wouldn't let us go. Hey, T-SPLY, hope you're having a great day. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Have you ever had a chance to work with the Latvian National Armed Forces? I have not, but that's a very specific question. I have not. I'm sorry. The hell with recruiters. I passed through Vegas on my way to Utah. Shout out. Okay, Old Sart says, I used the MPAT and heat the most downrange. Didn't use much M829. I love how specific that answer was. If Russia wins, do you think they will invade anyone else? I don't think Russia possibly could win. If you guys follow my other channel or subscribe to Reacts, I actually talk about why Ukraine is making it way easier for Russia by acting as a professional military force. If they wanted to, they can literally dissolve into a Taliban-like state and just ruin their life. So I don't think Russia's in a no-win position here. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Russia won't win. There's no way. What's your Discord? I don't even... Where's the Discord? How do I invite people? Here we go. Here, if you want to join the Discord, click that link. Army Marine snipers? I mean, snipers are snipers. What's up, Harden? Putin is ex-KGB. Bro, this KGB thing is so overrated. I'm tired. Like, I'm not saying it's you, but we are hyping up this KGB thing so hard. Oh, wow, you're a really good liar. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just going to say it. I've heard a lot of KGB interviews, and they talk about it. Yeah, it's cool you were KGB, but you were literally just a rat. All you did was snitch on your own people, and you fear-monger them. I really don't think it's that impressive. I'm just being honest. And yeah, some of them went to the United States and were spies and all that. But again, I don't understand why we hype up this KGB thing. It's not on any level like SAS, Special Forces. These guys are, like, they have no combat experience. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Like, it's not that hard to find a bunch of people who will rat on citizens for extra money. We got to remember, the Soviet era, people were literally starving and being murdered for their religion because of these stupid KGB guys. I'm just saying, it's overrated. Don't believe the hype. Would you ever go CIA? Hell no. CIA operative? That's ridiculous. Clandestine? Heck no. Guys, I'm not like a tactical bro. Like, not on that level at all. The stupidest gun? I don't know. I don't have an answer. That's my KGB rant. I'm sorry. I was pretty ranty. Bro, have you heard of the new Genesis MEPS? They look 7 years in medical records. No more lying about that time you thought you had. No, I did not know that, one Mike. That's actually very interesting, though. No, I know. I didn't. I hope that rant, that wasn't meant to, like, yell at you. I'm just saying. I don't like the KGB Putin thing. It's just clickbait headlines. It's not. I'm sorry. I have opinions about KGB. Would you do executive protection? I did that after the Army for 6 months. That's actually where I learned a lot of, like, my tactical skills outside of the Army and working in that field. Sniper school is tough. I know our scouts spent weeks just working on making their ghillie. Stupidest gun, M249. Hated that stupid thing. Bro, you are not hating on the saw right now. Even though if you get a speck of dust in there, it jams. Made me fail an EIB event. Okay, I will say the saw's bipod is terrible and it's really clanky. And I understand why it sucks, but shoulder firing a saw is the coolest thing ever. Driving home from New Jersey, I was visiting my brother in college. Shout out New Jersey. Best pizza in America is in New Jersey on the boardwalk. M240, fair enough. Worst gun is definitely the M4. Yeah, the M4 is questionable at times. The damn gas tube. That is true. Assembling that thing can be janky. Gotta go. Bye. Keep up the good work. All right. Much love. And if you guys haven't already, there's the Discord link. What's hardest training, Navy SEALs or SAS? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Have you ever been in an airsoft paintball game? Yes, I went to an airsoft game one time while I was active in the Army, and we decimated some college kids and probably some teenagers, and we felt really bad. You retired as a Cav Scout. Hey, we got multiple Cav Scouts in here. The Black Sheep Soldier was also a Cav Scout. Patika Province. I heard bad things about Patika. One of my buddies has a Purple Heart out of Patika. New Jersey and Ohio competed with each other for worst part of USA. Wow. Yeah, guys, I went to Ohio. Let me look this up. I went to Ohio and I asked you guys some like places to go check out, more specifically Cincinnati. And bro, you guys trashed. You guys trashed this city. Whereas it's like there's a whole comment thread of get out. Don't get out. Yeah, turn around, don't die. Stay strapped. That's funny. Have you ever shot an actual gun? I think so. He who walks into Ohio does not walk out. Mark, every time you say Preston, I jump because my name is Preston. Ah, okay. I like how I said I've never been called Mark and you call me Mark. Mike Burnfire. Yeah, I've heard of him. Some people have mentioned that. His name. Yo, I need to get some new daily wear boots, Air 680 compliant. What would you recommend? Kyle, I wore Nikes. Any other Army dudes? What did you guys wear? What's the one popular in the are they Rockies? Let me get off this. Are they Rockies? Yeah, let's start a Mark chain. Oakley's okay, yeah. A lot of people I know like Rockies. They're a little pricey though. Rockies and Oakley boots if you can get away with wearing them. Yeah, it also depends what unit you're in. I know when did that regulation change where we went from synthetic to leather? I went into air assault school, I think, with synthetic leather boots, and then they just tore away when I was sliding down the rope. Mark, I had to wear issued boots. You know, I literally hate the word. I actually hate the nickname Mark. I can't stand it. What's up, Willie Farms? Mark. Jungle boots. I like Nike. I think they're affordable. Oakley, my only issue with Oakley is that they made your feet really hot. And they're expensive. They don't even pop up on here. They're so expensive. How about Mark? Yeah, Mark with a C. If you're going to call me Mark, Mark with a C. Chew, Mark sounds quite sophisticated. I'm in aviation. They let me wear whatever, but F Nike. What else you got? Again, I personally, it was either Nikes or Rockies. Nike, Rockies, Oakley. I've worn jungle boots once for my uncles, but yeah. Used to have the green ones. Also, you got to keep in mind, no offense to you, I promise, like, all the rucking and training and, like fast rope stuff, we were going through boots left and right, so it was hard to get a good boot and not destroy, because I didn't have any money as a private, so. Those are, oh, man. I would love these. How is Cincinnati? What's up, Jessica? We were just talking about it. I had a lot of fun, but a lot of people here don't like Cincinnati and told me to get the hell out. The worst accident I've been in? Man. Probably losing my hearing in my left ear. YouTube the video on the Rocky SV2. What's up, Timo? Jesus, those are ugly. I love them. My grandmother ruined my grandfather's chance to become a sergeant. You need the ripple tread so you can slip. Huh. Hey, homie. What's up? I have a pair of German tanker boots. Just broke my mic. German tanker boots? Whoops. Damn, these are... What is going on here? I've never seen these before. Oh, these are like... Is this a real thing? Do you guys actually wear boots like this? What is going on? Are you guys like doing runway shows over there? Why are tanker boots like that? I'm confused. I've never seen those. I've literally never seen those. No. Bro, we don't have tanks in the 101st. What are you talking about? How would I ever have seen tanker boots? What do you think of those military wannabe kids? I think it's a good thing. Define kids. If it's like an adult, I don't know. But I think I mean, growing up pretending to be in the military and playing like fake robber, I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think sometimes we demonize kids who are just wanting to pretend to be in the military. Any JRTC stories from Polk? Yeah, a lot. What do you think about ROTC? I think it's good if you don't have any money. But I would say be careful what you wish for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to say anything about JRTC because I don't want to get myself and other people in trouble. I plan on doing a video talking about I got into some serious trouble at JRTC along with some friends, so that'll be a funny story. Wait, of you are in the military. Half this chat is like in the military. Polk is the worst. I re-enlisted just to leave early. That's funny. You ever been to Bliss? No. Alright, peace out. It's because of flare backs and to protect your feet from the stub bases from the tank rounds. After fire them, the stub base. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, no, never see them. That's cool. Do you guys wear these too? Figure that's why I ask. Everyone does something crazy at JRTC. Yeah, we stuck a camera on a role-playing car because it wasn't technically written in the rules, and then we literally changed the entire rule book to JRTC that you're not allowed to do like malpractice. That's another story for another time. We used like actual tripwire and barbed wire on their quote-unquote OP4 enemy forces. We got in trouble for that. We were using, what was the wording? We were not following the rules of war, I guess you could say. We were doing like combat engineer, like jungle tactics, like militiamen type stuff. Apparently, if you're on the American side, you have to fight by the rules of war, but they're allowed to do whatever they want. Like, we would stuff rolls of sea wire. We found, like, where they would crawl up on our position, so we stuffed rolls of sea wire in there, put a booby trip line, and, like, that was illegal. Whatever. Did I commit any war crimes? JRTC is so fun. Can't wait for. I went 4 times in 3 years, so they were trying to get me to go a 5th time. I only had 3 months left in the army. I'm like, guys, I literally can't go. I've been to Fort Polk. Yes. Fort Polk. I got an AAM for throwing my rifle after a jam because they had me firing blanks into a tank. Bro, I know people who got an Army Achievement Medal for having, like, the cleanest Humvee. I was a combat engineer, Kyle. Should I go to college first? Yes. If you have the opportunity to go to college, go to college. That way you don't have to worry about it after you get out of the Army. Or you at least have a GPA and a set academic record. Because that was one of the hardest things about getting into college. I did so bad in high school. I had a 1.7 GPA. So I had to take all these, like, tests to get in. 11 Charlie, the smarter infantry. What's up, Meme Lord? Wow, you really downplayed his AAM by comparing it to a Humvee. I mean, he's not making it seem like... Look, here's the thing. Everyone knows an Army Achievement Medal. Come on. I don't think I know anybody who doesn't have one. I'm pumped for Rob and Sage. What do you mean? I love that training. Well, every JRTC I went to, we had a... it's been a bad experience. The training was good, but every JRTC I went to, we had a friendly fire death or some sort of training accident death. So I never had a good experience in Louisiana. It was always, like, horrible for my family because they're like, oh my god, you guys are going down there again. JRTC and NTC, depending on how realistic they make it, like, people, like, legit die. So every time I went, we've had rollover accidents, stuff like that. It's just like, I got 4 or 5 AAMs. Yeah, old Sarge. I think I have 3. I don't even know. Maybe every soldier in the army is state of the art and needs an AAM. How do you need JROTC to be a lieutenant? You don't. What's the most expensive thing you held in the army? Probably our reconnaissance kit for bridges. Actually, look at... Yeah, I don't... AAMs are so insignificant. It was like... I think I got one for JRTC. I got one for... Our team was the fastest ruck marchers. Like... ARCOMs as well. Did you get an ARCOM for getting out of the army? Do you got a Purple Heart? Hell no. Sorry, if I'm missing questions and not answer them, like, legitimately, I apologize. I'm, like, bad at that. I don't know how I've been in almost 3 years and have an AAM, but still no coins. I think it could be harder to get a coin sometimes because to get a coin, you either have to meet someone famous or, like, higher rank, or you have to, like, do something that's obnoxious. How many times have you seen live ammo mix with sim rounds? Oof. That was one of our fellow infantry brothers died from that. Man, probably like 3 or 4-ish times. That became a really big issue at Fort Campbell, actually. My retirement award was in MSM. MSM as in, like, the internet. He may not have a Purple Heart, but he's in my Purple Heart. I don't want a Purple Heart. Do you recognize Kosovo as a... Guys, come on. I like how we're just hanging out, and then it's like, what do you think about Palestine? If you want coins, got to the... Sorry, I cannot read that. Convention super fun event and do the Army 10-mile run. There you go. Yeah, like, you got to do 10-mile runs and stuff. That's why I think it's easier to get an AAM. Like, you don't got to do a 10-mile run for the AAM. What is an AAM? It's an Army Achievement Medal. I don't know the exact rank or categorization of, like, where it stands for. It's pretty much like the first medal you receive of significance as a junior soldier, and sometimes mid-tier soldiers get them as well. Thoughts on the Navy? I think it's great. What do you think about Cuba? Cuba, interesting country. It's a very confusing country. JRTC is the Joint Readiness Training Center. It's where you go to train before you go to war. I'm going to live in Bravo. I've seen live rounds so many times. I've been shot at more in training than deployed. Yeah, Mike. People get mad at me for saying that, like, training is, like, dangerous. They're like, you've never been in combat. I'm like, okay, if you guys want a crazy stat, look up how many Rangers died in training compared to combat. It's shocking statistics. What's your opinion on the 5.56? I think it should be a little higher of a caliber, but I understand why they did it. The Army 10 miler is coming up, but I can't run for crap. Talk about the Bataan Death March. The actual one in Saipan. I search AAM. The only thing that come out is Army Achievement Medal. Have you heard of the Shake and Bake Fire Mission? No, but that sounds like something very cool. Is that where you guys like wipe out a grid square? I've not met a recon scout yet. Black Sheep is a recon scout. That was my first attachment, was to the recon scouts. And I was a brand new private, and my sergeant broke his arm, and I was told I'm in charge now, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but cross the river. And that's how I became a team leader, by BSing my way through a leadership position. Oh, Willie P and HE rounds? Okay. Joshua, I think it's dope. I think it's about time we get new replacements. Yo, TH17. Did you meet Zach from E4 while you were at Polk? Bro, I've been to Fort Polk so many times. I've met so many people. Is Zach an Op 4? I did Op 4 with somebody named Zach. I was awarded the Bronze Star in Afghanistan and the Materia Service. Yeah, there you go. We have a Bronze Star recipient. Shout out old Sarge. I am just an AAM Oak Cluster member. If you could pick one gun to add to take to war, what would it be? The Fitty Cow. No, probably like a Remington 700 or something of that. I don't know. Something with the lowest amount of maintenance. Auschwitz. JRTC. Yeah, they do. JRTC does have their own prison camps. I've been in it. Opinion on 42 Commando? I don't know enough about them. And shout out to the Rakasans, Ivan. Opinion on Half-Life Opposing Force? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Were you around for Colonel Steele? No. I had Colonel Vow. He was in the documentary The Hornet's Nest. Wait, what year was Colonel Steele? What year was he? No. Yeah, he got out. No, I was in the Rakasans 13 to 16. Oh, is this the guy who isn't this the guy who told the United States like we need better Humvees? I'm pretty sure I did a video on him. He's like one of the first people to make it public that the Humvees are trash. I'm almost positive this is him. If you were a sniper, what guns would you use? I would use, it depends what the mission is. There's no one weapon that works everywhere. Are Rangers still doing raids? Yes. You ever hear the story of the kid that blew his rifle up because he was cleaning? No, I did not, but I'm not surprised. Is hitting the gritty? Yes. All right, guys, I got one more minute. Possible, not sure. Some great stories of him at Campbell. Yeah, I'm almost positive this is the guy who went public and said we need new Humvees, and he was forcing his soldiers to like take scrap metal and build better Humvees. Saladin province, Samaria is the province as well. The region is called the Sunni Triangle. And you know what that means. On that note, thank you everybody for your service. Thank you, Old Sarge, for your Bronze Star. Thank you, General McKay, who's going to join the Scottish military. I appreciate you, everybody. I look forward to you guys trolling me in the comments and calling me Mark. Hate that. But all right, make sure you guys subscribe to the other channel, pinned link, for a lot of the longer videos. And we got a lot of cool stuff planned. All right, Bronze Star Mark. Peace out, everybody. Much love. Peace out, Girl Scout. Thank you for being a recruiter and being a Cav Scout, the Black Sheep Soldier. Shout out to recruiters. Shout out to Chris for being airborne. Shout out to Black Sheep Soldier for also being airborne. I'm sure you guys both have really good backs and knees. Shout out to anybody who is not in the military. All right, I'll see you guys later.